do it or
Oh.
really? Hey, welcome back to the Spectrum Room. Once again, I'm Javian, this is Shamar, and here we go with episode 2, round 2, dos, pair.
Two.
Yeah.
It said, a turn or two I'll walk to still my beating mind.
What? Can you say that again?
A turn or two I'll walk to still my beating mind.
And a turn or two?
A turn or two.
So it's
I'll
an
walk.
I go, then you go, then I go, then you go. It turns like that.
No.
And a turn
it's
or
the
two,
walk.
I walk.
A turn or two. Getting lost, maybe. A turn or two I'll walk.
So once you
to
get
still
lost,
my
you'll
beating mind.
find your path.
Get lost to calm his mind, to find his path. Sure.
And you,
That goes to for our all naturally high.
well, I don't really understand what that means. So if any of you understands the meaning of that, just feel free to let me know.
It's old English.
Okay.
But yeah, so today we're gonna discuss, or like I said, the whole theme is naturally high, and just the idea that the nature, like getting out in natural scenes and green environments, greenscapes, can like have so much of an impact on your actual like.
Pretty much the
health.
connection between mental health and being out in nature. In all honesty, you know, being great landscape, being in the forest, going camping, hiking, just being outside of the city, period, where there are an increased amount of trees, where they all haven't been cut down for lame buildings, and more apartments and condos for gentrification, but, you know.
Yeah, it's stated that by 2050, 70% of the world's population is going to live in a city or in an urban environment.
And already currently in this year, right now, more than half the world's population live in cities.
No, I just want to mention the Stanford University research study. That's it. They were talking, basically stating that, again, the positive effects of being in a green environment. They're saying it's, they use these words like positive distractions, and like natural environments are more restorative, and it gives you like a sense of belonging and a sense of like being away. And
Belonging?
away.
How does being in nature make you feel like you're fitting in?
I guess belonging, connected to the universe, like connected to the rest of the world.
I feel more apart because
Really?
when we've gone hiking, I'm in mountains. I'm just looking at. I'm like, well, we're so small compared to nature. I would feel more. I would feel more apart from the earth
Really?
rather than closer to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel more connected with like the environment when I'm in nature.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say I feel at peace and at ease. We've gone hiking on a few occasions now. So
Really?
much that we have to travel more than like an hour to get to the next hiking trail, which is pretty great. We've been to a lot.
Great Falls.
And now I've recently found a list of the best hiking trails to do in America. Yeah. So just being in nature, it feels great, honestly. Having the sun beam on you. Right now it is winter
Is it
time. So December 21st. I'm considering it winter. The sun is barely out.
It's snowing this week.
Booyah! Hope I get
No.
the telework.
Keep that snow.
So we just wanted to talk about
Our experience
Yeah.
hiking and
adventure park. So I won't say our last outing, but the last.
Yeah.
Well, we went to adventure park, which is this great place where you can go zip lining
tree climbing.
and tree climbing, which was our first experience doing both of those things.
Yeah.
It
Well, not
was
zip lining.
great. That was zip lining.
That wasn't my first time zip lining.
It was my first time zip lining and tree climbing. And I actually had a video of me. It's going viral, I would say.
Yeah.
But multiple pages have posted it now and liked it and tweeted and
Yeah.
Facebook and
Instagram
whatnot.
live.
So, it's a video of me. We'll show you the video.
Freaking out. Anxiety.
I wasn't. Well, the video. It was my. So I was. We were about 70 feet in the air.
No, it was like 40, 30 feet.
50 feet. It was not that low. I was basically a minimum of 60 feet, and I'm high in the air. And get it, this is the time when the wind is blowing. I'm nearly about to fall off. Now, I felt like I was going to fall. We were attached to these
freaking
emergency
tether,
straps.
right.
Yeah. And so if you did fall off, it would catch you. But I had to jump down. The only way to get down was to jump off in the center. I mean, it felt high.
Into a little
I
mattress.
talk about anxiety. I felt like I wanted to cry. And so then you had him on like the far end. Then you had
Laughing.
this guy. I feel like he was probably in high school. And you had this guy like right below. He's just looking up at me. He's on his phone. I guarantee he probably would take a picture. It's like, dude, like, is it gonna go fast? Like, am I gonna go slow? He basically
Freaking
lied
out.
when I finally did. He basically lied. I said, no, it's gonna it's actually gonna go fast.
It's
He
gonna
told me it's
catch
gonna go
you.
fast.
He said it's gonna catch you.
And so I was just panicking, man. I didn't want to do it.
It took like 10 minutes for this guy
Yeah,
to
so I
jump.
finally jumped and I like screamed like ah, and
Screamed and
then
it caught
it
him.
caught me. I was like, oh, like this isn't bad.
Watch this jump.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This guy.
So yeah, once I finally did it, I was shaking. I was like, oh, actually, I want to do it a second time. Got up there. Now the same thing happened, but it didn't take as long. Probably took half the time, like 5 minutes, and that's the video that he has of me. That was the second time I was doing it. I was still freaking out. But yeah, it was a great experience. It felt amazing.
There was a
if you
K2.
feel depressed, if you feel very stressed, if you're upset at anything, if you just have a lot going on in your life, you feel like you just want to get away, literally, download the app, All Trails. Just literally Google any trails that are near you, anything to do outside. It's a great feeling. If you feel depressed, I know my sister didn't feel like leaving out the house. She felt she had school and work things to deal with, and I was like, no, just come out with us. You're gonna have a great time when we go hiking. And she did, and she enjoyed it. But Adventure Park is an amazing place. Go check it out. It's in Sandy Spring, Maryland. There were a few articles that we both had reviewed. And being outside reduces anger, fear, stress, and increases pleasant feelings. Whatever that is, you know. But it does increase dopamine levels. But I guess from the article, the scientists wanted to... I don't know where they got the phrase pleasant feelings from, but hey.
They wanted to make it like okay for the layperson, I guess.
The who?
The layperson, the common person.
What did you say the first time?
Layperson.
What?
Lay, common. Check it out.
Okay.
It's American English.
It makes you feel better. American English, not modern standard American English.
Oh my god.
Makes you feel better emotionally, reduces blood pressure, heart rate, muscle tension, and stress hormones. But just know there's a part of your brain where rumination, there's some activity of rumination, and don't forget, rumination is when you constantly thinking about whatever the cause or trigger that caused you to have this kind of mood.
Negative
Yeah,
stuff.
negative. Thinking about negative things increases rumination.
That person that
causes
just
depression.
cut you off on the road. That
Right.
bus that just, like, left after you were chasing after it. Your child yelling and screaming, you want to, like, throw something at him.
Anyways, so basically the Stanford scientists did a study examining 38 mentally healthy people. Now, scientists believe that persons who live in the city have a higher levels of rumination. Once again, rumination is constantly thinking about that trigger or the negativity that's going on in your life. And so the Stanford scientists took half of those people. They walked for 90 minutes through grassland. I have no idea I chose that word, but... and they chose the other half of the group to walk through 4-lane traffic. Guess they basically walked in the street, stopping traffic. But anyways, the persons who walked in the grassland had higher... Oh, no, those hikers had reduction in rumination. And the urban walkers, the city dwellers who walked in 4 lanes in traffic, I guess, they showed no improvement. So... it's improving, actually, being out in nature, being in one with the trees, Pocahontas, that it does decrease rumination, and it's linked to positive distractions. Now, for me, if I'm out outside, it's video games, playing my PS4, reading magazines, comic books.
Reading magazines.
Well, I have a huge collection.
None are open.
I have
I
a good
read more than you have.
No, anyways, reading my magazines and comic books. I'm out outside. That's pretty much it. Just think things that make you very happy, things that you love to do, and stick with that. But when it comes to going outside, always hiking, the gym life, pretty much stay active with that. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Yeah, those are my things. What about you? What hobbies do you do?
Self-care.
Yeah, I guess you can call it self-care. Stop giving me that look, yo.
Self-care. My self-care is fumbling on my computer now that it's fixed.
Oh,
And art.
because of me, I took it to the Apple store.
This guy.
Yeah. Art. Okay.
Yeah, creating junk. Like that's my self-care. Leave any like self-care like routines.
Oh,
treatments?
any tips that you might have that we can use, that we can share with other people?
Self-care. Or your favorite spots to go like outside.
Hobbies. Or what do you do to continue to have a positive mindset, or anything besides drinking? What do you do to
What if they
stay
want
happy?
to drink?
Then you can drink, but I wouldn't drink in order to be happy.
Yeah.
That's not a good way to do it, but that's in American society. But drinking will be in another episode. I'm Javian,
I'm Shaymar.
and this is the Spectrum. Peace, like, subscribe, and share. And what he says, be well.
Be well.
What was that thing called? What was that thing when they were practicing? Mac. Oh, that's High School Musical. You probably don't know. Mac. Right.